Material science isn't a very well-known field of engineering, but is one of the most versatile and maybe the most important.
That's right, material science is used in literally everything. Whether it's making your gum wrapper or building lighter, stronger materials for airplanes, material science is a part of it all. But before we talk about what people do in material science, how would you become a material scientist?
Of course, you're going to need a scientific background, but there are many different things you can specialize into becoming a material scientist. One way is that you can major in material science during college, but you can also major in chemistry, physics, or other engineering disciplines. So there are many different paths to reach the same goal.
Wow, that's so cool. And since you can come from so many different paths, it's no wonder why material science contributes to so many things. Does that mean that if you're interested in something, you can usually use material science to improve it?
Exactly. In a very simple sense, material science is just to create new and better material, but that means that material scientists work on everything. If you're interested in computers, material scientists create faster and smaller computer processors that will power devices of the future. If you're interested in cars or planes, you can create light and strong material that will increase efficiency, and the list goes on. This is because material science is connected to every field of engineering in one way or another. So you can always find something that interests you in the field of material science.
Well, let's see what being a material scientist would be like. You could work anywhere in the world for universities or large companies like Boeing or General Motors. Typically, you'll work in an office, factory, or a research center. So if the outdoors scare you, you'll be fine. However, a workday can be tedious and filled with watching screens, but it's not as bad as it sounds. It's said that these long stretches of staring at screens can be the best because that's when you discover something new. So many different things. So let's see what a material scientist studying nanomaterials would have their typical day be like. The person Eric and I interviewed, Professor Hovden from the University of Michigan, is researching the atomic structure of atoms. He uses an electron microscope to observe the structure of atoms. Dr. Hovden said that he would usually spend maybe one day out of the week using the electron microscope to conduct experiments, and then the other days he would read and write. In the time he isn't using the electron microscope, he is analyzing the data that he received from the experiment so he could continue to improve on the material he's building until he finds a perfect nanomaterial with incredible properties. And that sounds like a pretty interesting work week to me.